In the Pacific Case Highway study, I converted bigsur.html into a template and I saved it as inside_page.dwt. But bigsur.html is still the original page. It's not yet been made a child of the template. The conversion was purely and simply saving a copy of the file and making that the template. So to apply the template to the existing file, you need to go to the Modify menu, Templates, and then Apply Template to Page. Dreamweaver asks you which template you want to use. It's the only one in this site, Inside Page. Select that and then click Select. Then you get this Inconsistent Region Names dialog box, and it can be rather confusing the first time that you see it. It says that some regions in the document have no corresponding regions in the new template. Well, select Document Body, and then with this menu down here, select Nowhere, and then click Use for All. Although this seems rather odd, what Dreamweaver is asking you is what to do with parts of the page that don't have identifiable regions. And when I created the editable regions, I made sure that I used the same name as the corresponding part of the page had an ID. So Dreamweaver knows what to do with that, it doesn't know what to do with the rest. And the answer is don't do anything. So just click OK. And you can see that I've got an editable region around intro, and I've got editable regions around main and sidebar. So Dreamweaver's done exactly what I wanted. And because these regions are editable, let's say I wanted to change this into the number 19th. I could do that, make changes without any difficulty. But if I go up to the top of the page, you can see that the cursor changes to a different symbol. It says no entry. You can't come in here, you can't edit anything. These are all part of the master template. The only place you can change those is in the master template itself. So I've made this page a child of the master template. Let's make another child page, a completely new one. So go to File, New, and then select Site Templates. The site is Pacific Highway. Inside Page is the only template that I've got. We get a little bit of a preview here. The preview isn't 100% accurate, but that doesn't really matter. It just gives you an idea of what the page looks like. Make sure that it says Update Page when template changes, and then click Create. And we've now got a copy of the master template. So if we save that, and we'll save that as seals.html, overwrite the existing file, it's only a placeholder, and so I can now edit in here and put elephant seals. And obviously I would need to change this first paragraph, but I can change the title, but I can't change anything up here. And if I go down here, I can select this image, click Browse for File, select seals1.jpg, click OK, change the alternate text, and then maybe change the heading here. Obviously the rest of the text would need to be changed, but I think you get the idea of how editable regions in a child page work. So I can save both of those pages, save all. Now something that I noticed when I created the template, if I go to index.html, you can see that I've got highway.css and print.css attached to the page. And if we just close the Files panel for a moment and expand the Sources pane, you can see that one style sheet is for screen, the other is for print. I forgot to do that with my template. So let's go back to the master template, inside_page.dwt, and I'll select highway.css in the Sources pane of the CSS Designer. I'll temporarily remove that, then click the plus button, attach existing CSS file. I'll browse for it. I need to go to the site root and styles, highway.css, click OK, then conditional usage, set that to media screen and OK. and then another CSS source, browse for it, site root, styles, print.css, OK, and in the conditional usage, media print, click OK, and then if I save my template, Dreamweaver asks me if I want to update all files based on the template. So seals.html and bigsur.html. I do, so click update, and it tells me that it's doing that. Close that. Yes, I'm sure they're updated. Let's go and have a look at them, and there we are. bigsur.html now has highway.css and print.css. We can see that one is for screen, the other is for print, and exactly the same with seals. So I showed you how to apply a template to an existing page and how to create a new child page from a template. When a page is controlled by a template, you can replace content in the editable regions but not in any other parts of the page. And when you make changes to the master template, Dreamweaver gives you the option to update the child pages. In most cases, you should update, but there might be occasions where it's not appropriate, such as changing the title of a page.